channel.
3 rounds to determine one clear winner. This is Iron Rounds. This episode we got 2 heavy hitters for you. Let's start off with round 1, Space Gap. Now, Punishers, let's talk about Punisher's pros when it comes to having enough range in his direction or in his favor. As an ex-military, experience in the army comes to play as he also was an excellent sharpshooter. He also knows how to throw grenades and use other guns to get his shot. He seems to have a clear advantage because he's consistent in using his sight for long range shots, given he takes out targets sometimes not even being in the room or even being close by. Now let's talk about Wildcat. His pros when it comes to this type of round. He doesn't have a lot of range known moves or feats. He does, however, have an impressive reflexes, so much so that he has been known to dodge bullets on a regular, so a steady shot would be tricky. Now, the Punisher is an excellent marksman, but a fast-moving target with extreme stamina might never give him a clear shot, and bomb-based items might slow him down, or he might outrun it based on the impact of that. But there has to be one clear winner, obviously, for this round, and that one would has to be the Punisher. Based on his many years in the army and his record of taking out targets from far with a sniper rifle, and given his consistent use of experience, it's safe to say the man will get his shot one way or another. Alright, round 2, face to face. Let's talk about Punisher. Alright, so up close. The man can take a beating, and there's not any pain that he can't be tortured to give up anything, since he learned how to discipline his mind for pain tolerance. He also brings a merciless beating to anyone unfortunate enough to cross his path. He even has weapons that dominate the competition in every single way, or in every single angle if you want to get, another way of saying it. And now let's talk about Wildcat's pros. One of the best boxers in the DC Universe comics. Okay, so that's got to say something. I mean, there's not a lot of people who could say they're the greatest at something, and this man is the greatest boxer in DC, and has taken Batman down. That's saying something. Heck, even trained him at some point in the comics. Clearly, Wildcat would be difficult to outskill, which means he might be able to get the delivery he needs to put Punisher down from pressure points to sensitive areas of the body Wildcat can exploit. But there has to be a clear winner for this round, and this one is Wildcat takes this one because he can dodge every weapon thrown his way. It's not that he can dodge every weapon, but rather he can disarm Punisher from using certain ones. Close corners, Punisher can't use explosive devices without risking himself in the process. He still has a very quick reflex and speed he can get the drop on when it comes to facing Punisher in a brawl. Now, let's go with round 3. Who takes this home? Alright, let's talk about the Punisher. The guy has a van filled with weapons to take down a small village. Any weapon he pulls, he'll be able to handle it the way an artist uses a paintbrush. Each weapon just gives him an extra nudge, and with his own 2 hands, he can also appear like an artist if you consider the opponent the paint and his hands the brush. Yeah, he can paint you quite a picture on the canvas the way he gets down in brawling. Whichever route he chooses, he will be exceptional at it. If the fight begins to be too much, he can always take the time to access his foe's moves and take a beating, as it's like a kid work for him these days to have any punishment attempted on him. He has fought beings much more powerful than him, like Spider-Man comes to mind, or much more skilled in martial arts such as Daredevil, and he has gotten W's off of them. Now, given Wildcat can't lift weights in the ton category, or has the sense of those that those two have, like, their hearing abilities or their spider senses, it's fair to say that Frank Castle may be able to get the job done putting the seasonal boxer in his place. Now, let's talk about Wildcat. He fought one of the most knowledgeable people in hand-to-hand combat in the DC universe, and that is Batman. Batman is the human you look at when it comes to top tier level a man who is mortal can get. His boxing experience helps him keep Punisher from nailing a punch and at the same time fast enough to get a few body shots in before backing away. His hands have knocked out plenty of fighters. Punisher should be no different when it comes to delivering the proper shot to the head when an opening presents itself. And he also is a gifted martial artist, which has shown to be difficult at times for Punisher to defeat. He can crush a gun with enough force with his bare hands, so if you point a gun at him, you better make sure he doesn't have a grip. Otherwise, he snatches it off of you and crushes it into scrap metal. Master his technique so well he can defeat guys much bigger in his stature or weight and put them down without breaking a sweat. No weapon straight hand-to-hand Punisher is looking at as a serious defeat. But there has to be a clear winner for this round. The fight comes down to this. While Wildcat has the skills to defeat Punisher one-on-one, but the one thing that can't be counted out is Castle's tolerance to pain, because at the end of a bloody showdown, most of the time both parties are left with a few fractured parts and covered in head to toe in red, and I don't mean a costume, but a finisher has to be delivered. And though Wildcat could deliver such a move, he doesn't have the long game to outlast Punisher in a punishment tolerance, meaning he won't be able to officially knock out Frank traditionally, while Frank has a few avenues such as a weapon to slow the big man down or his endurance to keep on coming. Either way you slice it, Frank may not have all the rounds in the brawl, but he would be the one to last the longest. This goes to Frank Castle, aka the Punisher. Now, if you guys agree with my argument, you know what you can do. You can hashtag the Punisher, you can hashtag Wildcat, but officially Punisher moves on to the next round, and he's gonna be in our Wild tournament, which should be coming out in November. Okay, much love, guys. Catch you guys later. Peace. Shout out to all my content supporters. Not working together, but we like to give credit where credit is due. Ivan the Unstoppable for all the knowledge of comic beats, Watch Mojo for origins and for all the background videos, Comic Historian, Comics Explained, and Key Issues. Go ahead and check them out and tap into the world of comics by supporting other creators. Link to channels will be in the description below. And as always, guys, if you guys enjoy our content, you know what you guys can do. You can share, you can like, or you can subscribe to our channel. When you guys subscribe to our channel, you know what you do. You guys are building our empire and allowing us to provide you guys with even much more greater content for you guys to enjoy.